Today we are going to study our 1.3 lesson, The Call of the Soil, written by Venkateshwaran Iyer. In the third passage, the writer, he was late for the rice sowing season and resort to grow GR4 variety. GR4 is one kind of hybrid variety of the rice. So the agriculture officer, he recommended the writer to grow now GR4 variety, but he was unaware of the GR4 variety, and then next year he decided to grow traditional variety of rice, and his previous experience taught him to grow traditional rather than hybrid. Okay, earlier in the second passage we saw that the writer he cultivated how many 300 kg of moong dal. Okay, he purchased seed near about 10 kg. So the writer, he comes to know the soil is fertile and nature needs no bribe. So without chemical fertilizer, the crop should grow. According to the writer, he was firm on his commitment that he will not be shifted to the hybrid variety of a crop. But now what happened? Here, the next year, he decided to grow. His previous experience taught him that soil is fertile. Then what happened? Then most of the farmers were shifted to the hybrid. In that village, most of the farmers, they were shifted to the hybrid variety, and they were unaware. They didn't know about the Kasbai rice, and Kasbai is a old rice, traditional. Okay, just like a basmati aroma. Aroma is just like a basmati. But most of the farmers, they have already forgotten about Kasbai rice. They don't know. Even the agriculture officer, he didn't know about the Kasbai rice. Then the writer, he went to the agriculture officers. Then he has shown him the file. In that file, Kasbai name was not mentioned. So the writer, he started thinking where I will get the seed. He asked his neighbor, he asked some farmers. Then from village after village, he was shifting here and there. He was asking, but all the farmers, they said, we don't know. First time we have heard the name of Kasbai. So then what happened? The writer, he went to the village and he talked to the farmers, but most of the farmers were shifted to the hybrid variety. They were unaware about Kasbai rice. Writer wandered from village to village, but he was unsuccessful in his efforts of getting the seeds of Kasbai, to find out the seed of Kasbai. Then he was unsuccessful in his efforts, and Kasbai is a long grain traditional rice with a distinct aroma. It is a long grain, just like a basmati traditional rice. Okay, and Kasbai is a long grain traditional rice with distinct aroma. But what happened? He was asking, but nobody was giving him a reply. And whenever he asked any farmers, they said, we don't know. Then he was very much anxious about the Kasbai seed. So he was simply wandering here and there, but he did not get the success. So in the hybrid variety, what is hybrid? Hybrid is a combination of two genes. They are combining with the help of biotechnology. They are combining two genes and producing the third genes of the rice. Okay, it is a mix up of two genes, and in this way third genes takes place, hybrid. So in hybrid, what happened? Most of the time the farmers, they are putting the chemical fertilizer, pesticide, and it is having a side effect. Most of the time what happened, if you eat all those chemical oriented food grain, it will go into our stomach, and most of the time the people, they will become consumer, they will become the victim of heart attack, blood pressure, cancer. Okay, these are the side effects, but it is growing in abundance. So in 1950 to 1960, you know, in America, one agronomist whose name is Norman Borlaug, he got the Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Prize he got, and he is the scientist. He invented the Green Revolution. You might have heard the name of that man. He is known as the father of the Green Revolution. Okay, in 1950 to 1960, okay, it became very much popular all over the United States. Then later on, he shifted his technology to Asian continent and African continent. So this man, he got the Nobel Prize, and he invented the green revolution. He is known as the father of the green revolution. He brought this technique, and with the help of chemical fertilizer, large amount of food grain grows in the farm. So in this way, the farmers, they were shifted from traditional to hybrid. So this Norman Borlaug, he is known as the father of the green revolution. Yeah, green revolution came in India in 1966. In 1966, when Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of our country, under the leadership of Indira Gandhi, there's M.S. Swaminathan. He led this technology in India, and later on what happened, the farmers, they got in a short period of time abundant amount of food grain, okay, agriculture produce. So he is known as the father of green revolution, and green revolution helps the farmers to produce their crop in a short span of the time. Okay, so this is the main point of our passage number 3rd. Now let us have a glance on the text. The scent of rice. The first year I was late for the rice sowing season and had resort to growing the GR4 variety. GR4 variety that was short term and recommended by the agriculture officer at Cosbird. The agriculture officer at Cosbird, he has given him a suggestion to grow GR4, but the writer, he was late in this season to produce the rice. He got late. The next year we decided that we would start early and try to find out good traditional variety of rice to grow. We had read about traditional varieties of rice and knew that they did not require very high inputs of fertilizer. In traditional variety, it is based on organic manure, okay, organic fertilizer. Means natural, based on means natural process. But this chemical fertilizer, it is totally dangerous. They are spraying it so as to kill the insect. But sometime what happened, it gets mixed up in the food grain, and later on the consumer, they will eat it. Then what will happen? They may become the victim of various disease. So that is dangerous. So traditional is organic, and this chemical fertilizer is inorganic, dangerous, and it may affect our health. We had read about traditional varieties of rice and knew that they did not require very high inputs of fertilizers. These varieties were also quite strong and resisted pests. We were sure that it was this type of the rice that would grow well in our farm, where we did not use any chemicals at all. Our previous year's experience and low yield had taught us a lesson, and we were sure we would not plant hybrid this year. So the writer, his previous experience has taught him that he will not going to shift to the hybrid, because land is fertile and it gives us abundant amount of food grain after cultivation. That moong dal, he has purchased 10 kg, he got 300 kg. So he is not in the favor of hybrid. Next, in April 2005, we started to look for a good variety of traditional rice. It was one of our neighbors in the village, a businessman from Mumbai who owned land, who suggested that we plant a local scented variety of rice. Most of the farmers in and the village of Paith had switched over to hybrid. The younger generation of farmers thought I was crazy to ask for the Desi variety, as they called it. My regular visit to the villages around searching for a good traditional variety also did not yield any result, and we were almost giving up hope. So one of the businessmen, he is the writer's neighbor, he told him to produce traditional variety of rice. In traditional variety, it is natural, but it takes some time. Okay, time consuming, and it required too much waters and organic manure. But in hybrid, it is not like that. You have to give the water and this manure, chemical fertilizers. Okay, that you will give it. So very quickly the food grain will come to the field, and in this way, in 1 year, farmer can shift to the hybrid for 2 times. Okay, its growth is fast in hybrid, but in traditional it is natural. Okay, slow process. So, but that is most authentic. Which one? Natural one, as compared to the hybrid. I decided to give it one last try and spoke to Baban's father and some other elders. After my meaningful conversation, they mentioned the name of Kasbai, the neighbors of writers whose name is Babban. So then the writer, he asked his father about Kasbai rice. So the old people, they knew about the Kasbai, but younger generation, they does not know anything about the Kasbai rice. So he asked him, and then later on he started discovering the seed, where he will get that seed. But most of the modern farmers, they were unaware. So in this way, the writer, he wandered from one village to another in search of seed. He was shifting from one place to another in order to get the seeds. Kasbai is a traditional long rice variety which has a distinct aroma, though much milder than basmati. It is a it's a long duration crop, and most of the older people remembered growing it years ago. But they all shook their heads when I asked them about the seeds and told me that I had disappeared. So what happened now in the third passage? Most of the farmers, they were saying they are unaware about this, unaware. They don't know anything about the Kasbai rice. But the writer, he was firm on his commitment. So that he is firm in his commitment that he will plant, he will cultivate Kasbai rice. Okay, he is in the favor of Kasbai rice, but he is not getting the success. One after another, wherever he was going, the people, the farmers, they were saying that they don't know. So these are the main idea of the third passage. Okay, and in third passage, what we learn, the writer, he got late and he was recommended at the Kasbai village by the agriculture officer to plant GR4 variety. GR4 is a hybrid variety. Okay, and next he decided to grow the traditional variety. He is not in favor of hybrid. Okay, then most of the farmers, they were shifted to the hybrid. They were unaware about Kasbai rice. They don't know anything. Writer, he wandered from one village to another in search of Kasbai seed, but he was unsuccessful. Then next, Kasbai is a long grain traditional rice, and it is having a distinct aroma, just like a basmati. So these are the main idea of the third passage. Now we shall be studying passage number 4. In the passage number 4, what happened? The writer visited to the agriculture officer to collect Kasbai seed, but the officer was unaware of it. There also agriculture officer, he was unaware. He don't know anything about Kasbai rice. Then he visited Adivasi Mahamandal. Mahamandal is a union, Adivasi Mahamandal, okay, at Kasa village. He went there. So what happened at Kasa? Kasbai did not figure in the file. He went there and he asked about Kasbai rice, but what happened? In their file, name was not written. So whatever seeds and this agriculture, it comes under agriculture ministry. So officers are having in their file the complete detail what types of breeds of rice are available, what type of seeds are available, and what type of seeds the farmers are planting. It is sanctioned by the government. It was written there, but in that file he could not find the name of Kasbai. The writer went to the Dhaniwari. Dhaniwari is a village, all Adivasi village, along Babban, his neighbor, and he started looking for Devu Honda. Who is Devu Honda? He is a sarpanch. Devu Honda is a sarpanch. Okay, sarpanch of the village. He is an old man. He was seated on the charpoy cot, and the writer, he went there. He asked the sarpanch for the hybrid variety, Kasbai seed, where he will get the Kasbai seed. Then that old man, he was seated there. He started talking to them. Then at the time, it was the lunch time. At the lunch time, the decent aroma of the rice was smelling. He ate the lunch at the house of the Dev Honda, ex-sarpanch of the village. But writer, he says that the food, the rice what I eat, it was tasteless. There were no taste. So in this way, he come under the guidance of Dev Honda. So now we shall be studying the passage number 4. Now see the text. Let us have a glance on the text. Passage number 4. The tales of Kasbai made us more determined to get it. We decided that if we did manage to get some seeds, this would be great rice to grow. I thought the government may know something about it. A visit to the agriculture officer was enlightening. He had not even heard of this rice variety. He said the villagers, we taking me for a ride, and there was no rice by this name. So he went there. The agriculture officer, he has given a complete file. He saw, but there was no name. Agriculture officer was unaware. He rattled off the names of a number of latest hybrid and even offered to give me some of them free of cost for a trial. Cursing myself for wasting time with him, I moved to the next destination. So he was unaware. So he is ready to give him the hybrid variety seed, but it is of no use for the writer. Then he came back from that destination. This time it was the Adivasi Mahamandal at Kasa which offered rice from the Adivasi villagers on behalf of the government. Kasbai did not figure in their file, a good indication why people did not grow it anymore. The market itself did not recognize the rice, so if you grew it, you would not be able to sell it. However, the officer in charge had more knowledge of rice and did remember Kasbai being told to him a few years ago. So what happened? The officer, he was saying that if you cultivate the food grains of Kasbai, nobody will purchase it, because most of the farmers, they were shifted to the hybrid variety. One thing is that hybrid variety means whenever any new things come, the people, they are more interested to get it. Okay, whenever any new technology comes, at that time old technology people are not using. We say goodbye to the old technology. Okay, similarly in rice also, new varieties are coming in the market. Okay, GR4, Basmati, Kolam, Double Kabutar, Ambe Mohar, different type of variety. If you go into the market, then you will come to know, you will learn means different types of different varieties of rice. But what happened? The officer, he says that if you will cultivate Kasbai, nobody will purchase, because people are unaware of it. Okay, but if you see hybrid, for example, if you see hybrid, in hybrid variety, what will happen? People, they know, yes, double kabuta is very tasty. Vada kolam is also very tasty. So means it is costly, 60-70 rupees per kg. It is available in the market. But what happened? Once they get the taste, they will prefer those only. And in the beginning, it become very difficult. If suppose that Kasbai is a old rice, it is a traditional rice, but as compared to the hybrid is giving too much good taste as compared to the traditional. Now nobody is preferring the basmati, very few customers. And in there also, what happened? These food grain merchant, what they are doing, they are putting the aroma. Okay, they are putting the basmati aroma into the long grained rice, and once you cook it, and after cooking it, you will not get the scent, that smell. Okay, so what they are putting scent, so that the customer, they will come after getting the smell. Yes, it is very good, it is smelling very nice, this is original. But after when you will cook it at home, then later on what will happen? It does not smell, and it is tasteless. So these things are happening. Okay, so in the hybrid variety, what happened? There is a different taste are available. But nowadays, in the modern generation, they are shifted to the hybrid. Farmers too are shifted, where they will get the profit, they will produce those crops. Okay, they will not go for the olden days crops pattern. They will follow the new pattern. So that officer, he says that nobody will purchase. The next line. So when I in Dhanivari Bhavan, and I started looking for Devhanda, and found a grey old man wearing a cap sitting outside his house on a charpoy. Charpoy is a cot. Okay, he was seated, his hair was grey, he was taking a rest in the village. He went there. After exchanging the unusual pleasantries, we came to the topic of Kasbai. The only mention of Kasbai and Devhanda drifted means change from one place to another. Into the past, his eyes turned dreamy, and with a tremble in his voice, He told us how the entire village at one time grew only kasbai. He said, there was a time when the people passing our village during lunchtime found be forced to stop and ask for a meal. Such was the alluring aroma of kasbai. That man, Dev Handa, he knows. He said that earlier, yes, I know, whole village were means producing the kasbai rice. But what happened when we were cooking the food? At that time, whole aroma was scent was spreading all over, and the people who are going nearby our door, they used to means stop and smell. They were smelling the aroma, and then they were going. Yes, all the village people, they were means producing those crops. But nowadays, nobody is producing those crops. So all are shifted to the hybrid. So that man says, then the writer, he became very much excited. He thought that now he will get some seed at least from the Dev Handa. He will do something for him. Then next, there was a time when people passing our village during lunchtime and forced to stop and for a meal. We were stopping them and telling them to have a taste, take the meal, have a meal of such rice. Such was the alluring aroma of kasbai. Enticing. Alluring means enticing. The entire area would have this heady aroma hanging in the air, so as all the houses cook the same rice. Today, he said, no one grew kasbai and everyone had shifted to growing new hybrid varieties. He claimed he had to force himself to eat this rice that was so insipid. What he says? Now all are shifted to the hybrid variety. Nobody is means eating this kasbai, nobody is cultivating the kasbai, all are shifted to the hybrid, and even we were also forced to the hybrid variety. Okay, and sometime what happened, it is tasteless. Insipid means tasteless. They are not getting that much that type of taste. In the kasbai it was smelling and the quality was good. It was a long narrow rice, and it is having a distinct aroma just like a basmati. So these are the these are the main idea of the passage number 4th. So dear student, if you are having any doubt, difficulties regarding passage number 3rd and passage number 4th, then you please give your comment on our comment box section of the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.